Good to see you. Welcome, welcome one and all in here, out there, all around the world to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert, and folks, check your calendars because it is the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month, in which we honor the resilience, influence, and cultural contributions of Hispanic Americans in the middle of a month. Because nothing says appreciation quite like, oh, damn, is it the 15th already? Okay, your month starts now. Lo siento. One guy who's got an odd way of celebrating Hispanic heritage is Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. Seen here saying, he's Spartacus, get him! Yesterday, DeSantis flew 2 planes of Hispanic immigrants to Martha's Vineyard. Hey, Ron, if you're trying to discourage immigration, maybe don't send people to one of the loveliest parts of New England just in time for leaf peeping season. Now sit down! Everybody, you hear me? Sit down and enjoy the hayride. Of course, DeSantis wasn't sending these folks to the Vineyard to have a good time. He was human trafficking these families as a political stunt. Just like it says on the Statue of Liberty, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to psych, you just got libertied. In fact, that's his birthday. I guess so. Why not? In fact, Florida officials lied to these people and told them they were going to Boston, and they didn't tell Massachusetts officials that the planes were coming, but local residents responded. As the town's state representative tweeted, our island jumped into action, putting together 50 beds, giving everyone a good meal, providing a play area for the children, making sure people have the health care and support they need. We are a community that comes together to support immigrants. Yes, DeSantis owned those libs by making them look compassionate. Just like that cuck Jesus. Send that guy a truckload of lepers, see how he likes it. Of course, DeSantis' hate stunt don't come cheap. This year, the state of Florida's budget for this kind of stuff is $12 million. You know, maybe with global warming and all, I'm gonna say Florida should be spending that money on something more useful like snorkels or waterproof meth. For the gators. It's for the gators. Don't come between a gator and his meth. There's some exciting news about a thing I didn't see happening, because this morning the White House announced it has reached a tentative agreement to avert a national rail strike. At least I think we did, because like all train announcements, it sounded like this. The main issue was rail workers asking for sick leave, and negotiations went down to the wire, with the final stages beginning yesterday morning and lasting 20 hours until President Biden called in around 9 p.m. This is what Joe Biden was built for. Trains, unions, talking for 20 hours. The only way the situation could have been more Joe Biden ready is if the lead negotiator was an ice cream cone wearing aviators. In fact, we have footage. We have footage of the moment the union leader invited the president in.
Release the Biden.
Choo-choo! Biden said in a statement that the agreement would give workers better pay, improve working conditions, and peace of mind around their health care costs, plus as many flattened pennies as they want. This deal was a chance for Biden to prove he supports unions. He certainly talked about it a lot, like on Labor Day.
You're the best laborers in the world. You build the best product. No, I'm not just joking.
You're not joking. But, Mr. President, are you just saying that?
I'm not just saying that.
Okay. But what do you think about union auto workers?
We're lucky to have the most skilled auto workers in the world.
Okay, that's got to be hyperbole.
That's not hyperbole.
But surely, sir, you don't think that unions built more than just our transit system.
Unions built the middle class.
Really? Can we fact check that?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You gotta be joking.
I'm not joking.
I forgot you're not joking. Now I just feel stupid.
You're the best in the world.
Thank you, Mr. President. Very nice of you to say. Oh, there's some news about far-right Colorado representative and homecoming queen of Fury Road High, Lauren Bobert. Last week, Bobert, chanting your name, Lauren. Last week, Bobert was reading a Bible passage at a conference when this happened.
And then all hell broke loose. Rampant, evil, grabbing and grasping, vicious, backstabbing. They made life hell on earth with their envy, wonton killing. I don't know what a wonton killing is. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
I don't know what it is either, but if anyone ever witnesses a wonton killing, you know who you have to call.
Nancy Pelosi's gazpacho police.
It's true. It cools it down. The gazpacho police cool down the situation of the wonton killing. The primaries for 2022 are finally over, and with control of the Senate up for grabs, Republican voters played it safe and nominated the kookiest, zaniest conspiracy wackos this side of Nutso Banana Junction. For instance, New Hampshire Republican and man demanding you salute his belt. Don Bolduc. Bolduc is so MAGA crazy, even New Hampshire's Republican governor described him as a conspiracy theorist extremist. Bolduc is polling behind his moderate Democratic opponent, which could be why Bolduc went on TV today and, when confronted with what he said in the primaries, did this.
And there's this from August 14th when you had a debate. Watch here.
I signed a letter with 120 other generals and admirals saying that Trump won the election, and damn it, I stand by my election.
Do you stand by that today?
So, you know, we live and learn, right?
In New Hampshire, the newest Hampshire, the Lions speak tuna. I'm sorry, Bolduc. I interrupted. You were desperately hedging?
And I've done a lot of research on this, and I've spent the past couple of weeks talking to Granite Staters all over the state from, every party. And I have come to the conclusion, and I want to be definitive on this. The election was not stolen.
Wow. Normally, to see that much backpedaling, you have to watch the Tour de France on rewind. Of course, all these right-wing crazies are getting their cues from former President Optimus Crime. And we're getting some new revelations. We're getting some new revelations about that last guy in a book called The Divider by Peter Baker and Susan Glasser. According to their book, the former president told Jordan's King Abdullah that he would give him the West Bank. First of all, you can't promise to give away something you don't own. Hey, happy birthday, I got you your neighbor's truck. You're gonna wanna change the plates and haul ass, here he comes. Here's the thing. The West Bank is full of Palestinians, and Palestinians in Jordan have repeatedly tried to overthrow the monarchy. So when he heard the offer, King Abdullah was less than thrilled, saying, I thought I was having a heart attack. I couldn't breathe. I was bent doubled over. Okay, sounds bad, or maybe that's just what happens when some people get a gift. We all remember that famous jewelry commercial.
Every kiss begins with, my heart!
And also, well, she died happy. Also, there are also a couple of revelations about the former president's one-time chief of staff, John Kelly, seen here too tired to punch himself in the face. Kelly was often at odds with the former president. At one point, when he refused to lower the flag after Senator John McCain's death, Kelly told him, If you don't support John McCain's funeral, when you die, the public will come to your grave and piss on it. Gotta stay hydrated. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Queen Latifah and journalist Nina Totenberg. But when we come back, meanwhile, stick around.